All right, Fox family, these storm clouds are starting to throw a little shade on our area, a little bit of a southwesterly movement. So yeah, this is going to back over the Grand Valley, and yeah, we could see some cooler temperatures all within the next hour, maybe even a little breezy, maybe even a drop of rain or two. And of course, rainbow forecast is in full effect. Be looking for just that. So unlike yesterday, where 3/4 of the state under a flash flood watch, we're just looking at 3 distinct areas, and I'm only focusing on 2 because locally we're going to talk about the Grizzly Creek burn scar and then also the San Juan Mountains. The San Juans have seen a lot of rainfall in the past couple of days, anywhere from a ½ an inch each day being recorded at various sites, up to an inch in some instances being recorded. And we talked earlier about the midweek period, Red Mountain Pass, that section of 550 was shut down because of a mud flow that had just engulfed that road. They needed front end loaders and bulldozers to truck all that mud away. It has since reopened, but there's a lot of other lesser used roads, some paved, some unpaved throughout the San Juans, that are dealing with the exact same thing. Debris, trees, rocks, mud, all cascading down onto these roadways. So please, if you're heading to the San Juans this weekend, make sure you know the road you're taking and make sure it's open, and be prepared if it closes on you, you could be stranded. For the Grizzly Creek burn scar, this flash flood watch expires at 9 p.m. tonight. There's always a chance we'll see it pop up again tomorrow. And of course, if we move through that flash flood watch, because conditions are there, if we get into a flood warning situation, then we'll have a safety closure. Thankfully, so far for the season, we've only done it temporarily, and CDOT's done a great job of sweeping upper and lower and clearing those decks and then reopening, all within 45 to 75 minutes. So not big delays, but if you're anxious to get somewhere this weekend, it would pay to pay attention. Now, looking at those storms that I was talking about over the Grand Mesa, they're going to slowly move and disappear. So we only have a couple more hours of daylight before those storms won't be able to do anything. Heading into the overnight hours and into Saturday morning, sunrise 6:15, should be a nice start to the day, a nice light breeze, and we're going to build some of that heat back in. And with that heat and the rain potential trapped in the atmosphere, we'll see these storm clouds popping up over the mountain zones. Scattered outlook, yes. You're going to get rain showers? Probably not. You may get a little breezy. You may see some rain clouds and some lightning. That's one of the other hazards in addition to the flooding. We have cloud to ground lightning strikes. And those lightning strikes without widespread rain showers, that can create wildfire starts. But the good news is we do have some rain on the ground. We do have increasing humidities, and we will keep rains popping through the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, even into Monday, Tuesday of next week. These afternoon storms are going to continue to develop and move slowly over areas, so that flooding threat will remain in the area. I should say that flooding threat will remain throughout the course of the weekend and into next week. Radar data still absent from the Grand Junction sector, but lightning strikes and cloud tops that we see on satellite imagery, that's a good indication that we're getting some activity moving in. So we're going to watch this and see. Not the entire Grand Valley or the entirety of the Uncompahgre Valley will get a chance at showers tonight, but we all hang on to that slight chance. So a lot going on in these next couple of maps. High pressure system from the Pacific Northwest creating very hot conditions for them. This is actually going to start moving towards us, flexing by the end of the weekend. In the meantime, we still have these showers and thunderstorms moving in as a conveyor belt from the low pressure system on the west coast, high pressure system to our east. But that high pressure system that I talked about flexing, the only reason it's going to move is because the low releases its grip off the Pacific Ocean and starts to migrate northbound. That'll push our high pressure system across our area. It doesn't shut us down, but it will warm us up, and it will nudge our high pressure system that's transporting in the subtropical tap. It will nudge that further to the east. So we lose the direct influence, but we never really lose those rain showers. Rain for the month of July, well, we're adding it up. We are adding it up. Montrose, we could end up July with a 3/10 of an inch when all is said and done. Grand Junction, if we could get to an inch of rain for the month, that would be great. Temperatures right now between the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s. We fell shy of the averages today, 90, 95. And we're going to make improvements with the temperatures for the late weekend and early next week period. But again, we're going to keep storms popping up daily. Daily afternoon storms all the way through the end of this extended period. As far as temperatures go, we're not too hot. We're not setting records. Most days we're going to be below the averages. Other days we'll be close to the averages. The further south And the closer to the mountain zones you are, the more opportunity you have to get under one of these rain clouds. If you're close, you'll see lightning. Use your protocol. If you're closer, you'll feel gusty winds.